This is the
I, Black Man podcast. Offensively black.
We now bring you part 2 of episode 17, already in progress.
And it's just like, I don't know. I like when chicks used to rap like chicks, and look like chicks. It didn't sound like niggas.
Like Trina, Lil Kim.
I don't know. I really wasn't even fans of them.
No, you talking about like MC Light.
I liked MC Light though. But inside Quiet as Kept, MC Light got married. That shit blew my mind.
That it was to a man.
It to a man. I just knew MC Light was gay. And if she was, there's nothing wrong with that. But I just knew, like, MC Light she's a gay homosexual. I got that shit from South Park. I thought that was the funniest shit. Like, Mr. Garrison is a gay homosexual. That is almost funnier than my grandma calling people a gay.
Mm.
You know, he one of them. He's a gay. Like, he's gay again?
Oh, that's okay.
Anyway, fuck it. What was up about? Yeah, but relationships and shit, men not being able to say shit. And women telling men how to be men. And that shit is funny to me. Because just a lot of stuff. And I think as far as my dynamic and how I came up and how I was led to believe to be a man and stuff, it's no women worth being men too, really. And it is some. It's a lot. And I think that's a slippery slope statement. But I think a lot of it, and it's like you were saying, wife, you got people, you got bitter, angry women telling their daughters shit. And then it's like some bullshit, let's say like the mama. And this is another thing. Women always hating on men, talking about, oh, a nigga do this, a nigga do that, and try to fuck with a baby mama, blah, blah. Y'all be doing some fucked up shit too. Bitches will be trying to fuck with it. They don't want another bitch to fuck they nigga, just like niggas don't want another nigga to fuck they bitch.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of stuff is, let's not lie. Women are spiteful and vindictive. Men are spiteful and vindictive. But y'all are really good at that shit. Y'all are really petty. And a lot of stuff chick could do. I can't hurt you if we got kids. Ain't nothing really I can do. I'm like, oh, I can say some shit and be like, oh, well, she did this. And, you know, a lot of times chicks get mad. Let's say, perfect example, you and your woman ain't together no more. And this is some shit me and wife was talking about. I'm so glad I got her here. I remember this shit. You break up, right? Now, a dude, you could break up with your woman. Let's say y'all been together for a while. This is another fucked up shit. If you's a good nigga, there's like at least almost, just like if you got a woman, 5, 6 women in the wings waiting for your nigga to fuck, waiting for your woman to fuck up. Soon as she do, you get that, hey, big head. And then your woman will think, because we men, you know, you may even love your woman. A lot of times niggas be like, oh man, if you got a good friend, nigga like, yeah, you need to go work that shit out. I know. She tripping. So what happened? We broke up. Nigga, you broke up? She said that shit, not me. Y'all gonna get back together? Yeah. Crashed your place for a while. Fuck everything, move until we get back together. That's what's up. Hey, I mean, well, I'm gonna get this chance again. I know what I'm saying, nigga. And then your woman, then she'll find out what happened with so that nigga was fucking that one bitch. And then she'll see like you fucking all questionable bitches. And like, oh, this nigga, he went from me to that. Then the first thing she think, oh, we broke up Monday. This nigga was fucking that bitch Wednesday. He must have been talking to her all the time. Dirty motherfucker. Nigga was just like, bitch had a fat ass. And because she wasn't real pretty, figured I wouldn't have to work as hard to get that ass. That was it. He wasn't doing her the whole time. None of that junk. He just got in where he fit in. And something happened, y'all make up. That nigga ain't talking to that hoe no more.
Mm-hmm.
In some cases. A lot of times niggas be on some bullshit. I'm not trying to, you know. But yeah. And then the reverse for a woman, she get mad. And this is another reason why she's mad sometimes. Not just because you went with somebody, you got with somebody else. But how quickly that you can do that. They have to, like, it's some women who can do that, but typically, from what I understand, like I said, it has to be the whole mental.
So I think what girls do a lot of the times is that women, is try to go and get attention from other dudes to try to make their man jealous. But they won't necessarily sleep with them, but they just go and, you know, do a little flirting and do all that little, as you say, catty stuff. to make their man jealous. But yeah, typically we don't. Well, I can't speak for everybody, but we don't go and get with somebody else.
And the niggas the women get mad because they'll do some shit. And then, like, you could get head from a chick and your woman might take your ass back. Nigga be like, what? Touch that nigga's dick, we done, bitch.
Mm-hmm.
This shit be bad, like, nigga, you fucked my cousin. That's different, bitch. You touch that nigga's dick, I'm done.
Why y'all like that?
Because we are whores, and it's quite known. And it's as dumb as it sounds, because it's pretty much the same thing in reverse. A nigga would suspect, because you have to get in the chick's head to get something, unless she just a hoe.
Mm-hmm.
Or as they say now, a free spirit, because you can do whatever you want.
All right, no slut shaming.
Yeah. But then again, I don't give a fuck. I'll call you hoe slut. I'm out the game. I don't give a fuck. All you hoes are sluts.
No, what?
I didn't say no names. I'm just playing, y'all. I was just saying that to say I'm married, so I don't give a damn if any chicks are mad. I don't even care like if they get mad. But no, the women who listen to this shit, y'all respectable, upstanding debutantes. The ones who don't, them the hoes, them the slores.
So anybody who don't see a podcast is a slut.
Who chooses to not listen if they don't know about it and then they don't listen. I know they're just hitting angels.
All right, so y'all can go out and go mess with a whole bunch of women, but as soon as the chick mess with one dude, she done.
Sadly, yes.
Mm.
And I guess the difference is when a dude does a chick, I'm putting myself into somebody. You just met that nigga, you let him put himself in you? Come on, dirty motherfucker is you. But in all honesty and logic, it's the same fucking thing. I get it. But with emotions and shit involved, that's how niggas look at that shit. I've never had to deal. I never was the kind of nigga to deal with that shit. That's why I'm fucking cuffed. Nah. But yeah, and it's like a lot of stuff. It's so many different things and a lot of that stuff that niggas do, and it's so funny. Cause it's like, again, coming back to the being truthful and stuff. A lot of niggas be with women, loving the fucker. Women are loved and appreciated. And they feel so loved up. And they have lame ass sex. And you can't fucking tell them.
Oh, you talking about the women have lame?
I'm talking about there, the women have lame sex. And the problem with a lot of dudes is because you might have depends on what happens to you in your life and how you introduce the sex is your expectation of sex. Now, if you first time you ever got some head or seen anything like that from school and a chick just, ooh, I kissed your dick. Or the first time you see like Ghetto Gaggers 19 and bitches getting her face skull fucked, then that's what you're expecting from then on. This is what head is like. Or if it's worse, it's making love. So that's what you go to expect. And then a lot of stuff, and as messed up as it is, and I'm sure there's a lot of women who have the same thing. Niggas have bucket lists. And most niggas is like, I want to at least get a threesome, man. Fuck one of every race before I get married. Messed up thing is, like I was telling my cousin, nigga, if you meet that keeper, you better cash that shit the fuck in. Because there's no sign, it's no guarantee that every other nigga she meet for the rest of her life is going to be equally as dumb. Fuck around, be like me. Meet you a keeper, keep snatching them the fuck up. I met my wife the first day we met. I said, I'm going to marry you.
Yeah.
And I did.
Mm-hmm.
I wasn't playing. I'm like, fuck that shit. I had to go back because I was living in North Carolina at the time. If I didn't have to, I said I stayed there and married her that day.
This is true.
So, like I said, if you meet a keeper, keep him. You know what I'm saying? But a lot of times the dudes who really love chicks. And you be like, damn, I really wanted that threesome. I guess I'll get it up for her. Then the other half, you might think like, dog, you know, you might be on some shit and your wife is just off it. Like, I want to fuck my wife in the ass. She'd be like, no, I'm not down for that. But in your mind, that's a need that you have.
I know it may sound cheesy, but it seemed like y'all had like that conversation before or sometime in the beginning of the relationship or during it.
But you can't, because in the beginning, like I said, this is why I say that. If, like with me and you, if I was to say at the beginning of a relationship, me getting it in, this is the bare minimum amount of sex I have to have. Year one. You might think, okay, now we're 4 kids deep, damn near like 10 years in. I know and you know you can't. There's no way. But for some, to be like, I need this. Can't. Even if you thought you could, you couldn't. So I understand both sides.
Right, but I'm just saying, like in the beginning, you can say like the type of things that you into. Both of y'all can kind of say the type of things that y'all into, and see if y'all at least on the same page. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Just to get some type of idea. Like if you say like, "Oh, I want to have anal sex," and then she just like, But if you know that's a need, then it seems like a dude would just be like.
I'm saying one thing with that is, they might be like that at first.
Right.
And then it's like a lot of that stuff, y'all don't think about that. Like I always tell my female friends, anybody's Terry and all them, when you meet a guy, whatever the fuck you're doing in the beginning, it's been a lot of, when I was younger, I used to have mad problems. I just talk to a chick. We get together. All we do is fuck, smoke weed, and she watch me play Street Fighter and we watch anime. This shit's fun. I'm thinking, I could be with this bitch for a long ass time. I like this. Because this is all I do at that point. I write rhymes, she sit on the floor, and she watch TV and blah, blah, blah. Now me, and you know me, I'm pretty much the same way I was when you met me. I'm the same shit. And I've been like that for the longest. So you'll get, a lot of people, you'll get with them and they'll be on some different shit. I'm pretty much on a lot of stuff the same way.
Right.
So after a while, she may be thinking like, damn, this nigga cool. He got so much potential. I'm going to get his nigga off the Street Fighter playing this game with his niggas all the time. He can still watch his Japanese cartoons, just limit that a little bit. And then we going to start smoking so much weed, get jobs. But she ain't told me this shit.
Yeah.
So after a while, I'm thinking like, yeah, so what's good? He was giving me head, this and that. I'm thinking we need to change stuff. You thinking, ruh-roh. Bitch, this is exactly what I liked about you. And she thinking, I like him. I just think if he could be like this. And that's how a lot of problems happen.
But that's like you said before, with relationships, either you grow together or you grow apart.
And it also goes to what you were saying. You have to be straight up front. But a lot of times that's the problem.
Yeah, that is a problem. But also another thing that we said, and that goes into both of y'all being willing to put in the work. You know what I mean? Because like, hey, I know I'm not perfect, but I try to do things to keep you satisfied and vice versa. You know what I mean? And so I think anybody, if you get into a relationship, especially if you're talking about going into marriage, then you got to kind of know that you got to kind of work to keep it going, keep the momentum going, so you can't really start slacking, but then that goes into kids, work, and all of that stuff. You do get tired, and things are not always going to be the same, but then you still have to try to put in the effort, you know what I mean? And make time and find out what your partner like and all that stuff.
It's a lot of variables. What I found, and this is me and my woman, and this thing with us is that we got together. I hate to use this term, but it's nothing else I can say to describe it. It was literally a love at first sight. Like, from the moment I saw her, it was just like, I want to knock you up and marry you.
And you kept staring at my boobs.
I did. I did. I'm looking at her back, and I'm staring at them now. Yeah, I did. But, for us, and it was weird because it was just, we was in super stupid deep love when we first met. Like, wherever I went, she went. We was following each other around, getting it in every 5 minutes. And they're like, what you doing? Nothing. Come here. Bap, 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 bap.
All right, 10.
Giggity. Anyway, but no, just, and we first get together and stuff. But see, that's the fun part, Oh, I do this now, blah. And I'll cook for you and blah, blah. And that's cool, But when that shit is literally, it's not really love. It's called limerence. Look it up. Not, M-E-N, limerence. Yeah, it's limerence. But anyway, and that's just pretty much a feeling of like the feeling of quote unquote love that your body feeds you to make you fuck and pass your genes on. So a lot of times it's not love. It's just what your body rewards you for fucking. But anyway, once that wears off, you see what the hell it is. Because a lot of times it be stuff that you're like, and you doing stuff to make your spouse happy. You might find out, like, I thought you liked hanging out with me and getting fucked up. I didn't, but I like being around you so much. I would drink, and half the time I really wasn't even drinking that shit. Like, when I poured vodka in there, that was water. Oh, nigga, I was all proud that you could hang with me and shit. You're not getting fucked up. Nah.
Then y'all start getting on each other's nerves.
Yeah, yeah, and that's when you have your first real fight, that's when it gets real. Like when you were saying like hot, cold, and there's no compromise. That's when that shit gets real. Then you find out who the fuck you're with.
Mm-hmm.
You know, or some people like, you know, you find out, oh my God, you're a Trump supporter. And, you know, they stay. Because they're fucking devils. Anyway, but yeah, you know, just, and I'm not trying to tell everybody, come on, I just know as far as me being a black man, married to a black woman with beautiful black kids, I just want to give out any information or advice I can to y'all because it's fucking hard. And I'm for one who doesn't want to subscribe to the whole soulmate thing. And I can say I married my soulmate and this shit is fucking hard.
All right.
You know what I'm saying? And like when my niece asked me, what's it like? It's like a monkey training another monkey. That sounds hard, yeah. So the monkey's trying to train one monkey without the other monkey knows training them. How does it work? How do you know it's working? That's a good question. No one knows but the monkeys. But that's how marriage is. And another thing we've done, I know I'm about to wrap this up a little bit, but another thing like me and my wife talk about, people call us lame, and it was funny that people like, y'all don't never talk about y'all dirt and shit. We don't really got no dirt. It's like the shit we have, and this is how we know it ain't nothing. Me and her may be straight beefed out for a week. Like a week or so later after what it was about, we won't remember.
All right, but it'd be beefed out about like lame stuff, like I don't know, like you ain't washed the dishes, or I didn't do something that you asked me to do, or you working my nerve. Like it ain't nothing to go on Facebook and go write a rant about, you know, or go calling up my friends like, girl, can you believe this nigga? No, like it's nothing. It's like lame, and then we always like so busy that we rarely even really have time to even, I guess, we argue, but you know what I'm trying to say.
We don't have time for bullshit conversation. When we do, even though we live together, I'm working on my shit, she taking care of the kid, all the other stuff we doing. It's like, so we really seriously, like court conversation, we might get an hour a day to talk.
Right.
And when we do, it's like, nigga, we have to quantify. Mm-hmm. And then that's the myth. We texting all throughout the day. Right. So a lot of time when we get together, I know what the fuck you've been doing, and we can FaceTime each other and all that, which is awesome. I love it. So it's not like we're that far apart. But you know, when you talk, you gotta have real conversations, and it's more about, we mad, nigga, I'm mad, we broke, you should have more money, nigga, you should have more money, girl. And that's pretty much about it, you know. Or she gets mad because she got me so focused on this shit, like, what, did you do this, do that? I don't know, I'm mixing this shit down.
Yeah.
You know what day it is? No, I gotta mix this shit down. So, podcast. You know, so she gets back today, all day today. I was really, really amped to record this yesterday. And we started recording this yesterday, and I kind of was too amped. Wife was asleep. Things didn't work out the way I wanted to, and I had to try to do it over again today. And I was like, I woke up today. This was my end goal. This was my reason for living today, to get this shit done. And ended up getting the secondary news and all that stuff about the Hyphen podcast group joining, and that just made my day extra good, which made me more annoying because when I get happy, I get anxious and I get nervous. So I'm sure I was not a great person to be around. Mm-mm. And I was super absent-minded because I'm focused and I'm inspired due to my wife. So I just got all these ideas for shit and promos and all this stuff. So it's doing that and talking to my kids, and I feel bad because my kids be talking to me and she be talking. Ryan be sitting there for like 15 minutes. I turn around, what?
Not 15 minutes, but for a long time.
She was in there for a long time. I turn around like, what? And then so-and-so, and then that's why the hippopotamus is in molasses. What? What are you talking about? Are you on drugs? You know, but it's cool when I appreciate it. Because, you know, I look at them, and it's another thing, and I'm about to hurry up and get off here in a minute. But I look at them, and it's cool. Like, we got 4 daughters. And with my daughters, it's ill. And I'm vain. This is going to sound vain as fuck, and that's fine. It's like, I dealing with them helps me deal with, like, the pain I have from my father and stuff. And it's like dealing with them in different times. It's like I get to see myself. Like, you know, one of my daughters are moody like me. They're real emo and stuff. And so it was like one time, one of my second oldest was all crying and just really moody. And I wanted to just, you know, being a man, and I'm not afforded that luxury. Like growing up, I was told, if you have to cry, all right, let's just say you're a bitch, okay? You gotta cry, okay? Take your bitch ass in the closet and cry in the closet in the dark. Man, you may know you're a bitch, but don't let everybody else see you a bitch. I'm like, I guess that's true, you know. Somebody has to die for you to be accepted, you know. And I used to get into it. I used to cry a lot when I was little and shit. Motherfucker would see like some sad shit. Me and my watch a movie, it's love story. I'm like, I'm sad. I'd be fucked up for the whole fucking day. Niggas just sitting on the swing, just going back and forth, not even kicking. Like, what's wrong? Do we have enough time? What do you mean, nigga? We're 7. I know. Where's the time going? Like, what's wrong with you, Miles? I don't know. I'm just not feeling tagged today. I'm just gonna go in the house, man. And listen to old Tammy Terrell, Marvin Gaye records and shit. So, like, my baby, she's like that. Yeah, I felt bad because my first instinct was just to blow her chest in. Just bam, get that crying shit out.
Mm-hmm. Which would never happen.
Oh, no, I'm not. I don't do it. It's just my first instinct. You know, because that's how I came up. Yeah, nigga, just the fuck up. But I don't do them like that. You know, I tell them, first, I do say shut up. I'm not gonna lie. But then I ask them what's wrong. It's typical shut up, like, hey, put somebody on, shut up. They on some bullshit, they typically stop crying. 2 levels. If they say, but this, okay, they really hurt. They kind of hurt. But if they like do the face turn and like they stop in silence and cry louder, they're really hurt now. Their feelings are hurt. So I just took her, you know, when I talked to her and I thought about her like, dog, because she looks like me. She looks just like me. And I thought like, wow, it's just kind of like me dealing with younger me undoing the bullshit that was done, you know. So I just sat there and I talked to her and I rocked her and it pretty much just came to she had a lot of feelings, just didn't know how to process them and shit. And ended up making her laugh and ended up wrestling with her and choking her. Not choking her, it was just playing, you know. And I just sound like an abusive motherfucker. You know, I slapped her, but not like in the face, you know, like across the eyes, you know. I would never abuse her, you know, nothing but kidney punches. No, frontal punch. But no, you know, you can play. And I don't know, I feel weird. My mom used to always play with choke me.
Beeping.
Oh. Well, anyway, guess we're going to have to wrap this up because I've been out here for a minute. And again, I am running out of, what's that called? Memory on my SD card. So as always, your boy Miles Amadeus Prower. Please hit us up on Instagram, The Book of Face. We are I Black Man Podcast on both. Niggas of Wealth and Taste on the gram. Oh, no, that's not the gram. That's on the Tumblr. Also, voicemail. You can send a message or, you know, if you got an idea for anything or tell us how you feel, or you can call and send a voice message, 724-313-4519, 724-313-4519. Also on top of that, EYEBLACKMANPODCAST ampersand gmail.com. iBlackManPodcast at gmail.com. Well, that's about it. Get up out of here. Just be, so to speak, quick to listen. Anything you want. Guess wife is done. Things not working anymore. That's it. So I guess I could say I'm the shit, and she seconds that. And she says, I am a handful in the bed and a masterful lover and a wonderful man. And I'm going to hand y'all over to the homo guy, my daughter telling y'all to download and subscribe. Peace out.
What up, though, loved ones? 'Tis I, your boy and compelling protagonist of It's Like a Podcast or whatever, Handsome Bane. And if you are into all kinds of things such as comics, anime, spirituality, relationships, and most importantly, professional wrestling, maybe you want to check out It's Like a Podcast or whatever. It's what would happen if all the cool kids got together at the table and talked about crazy shit. Like, is Martin Payne really insane? Or what if you listened to Luther Vandross' songs and imagine he was singing to another man? You know, you might come up with something different. So if you're into wondering about the craziness of, well, the world, check out It's Like a Podcast or whatever. Every kind of listening platform, we're on all of them. ilopower.com. Check us out. Peace.
Thanks for listening, and please download and subscribe so Daddy can stop being a Catholic slave.